Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Respected participants, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May I request Rizwan Bhai to do the Qiraat, please.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الرحمن الرحيم. مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. صدق الله العظيم.
Jazakumullah khairan kaseera. In the outset, I welcome you all to this 101st meeting. Right? Yesterday we had the 100th meeting of SEP and 74th meeting of this particular academic year. By Allah's grace, we have come across this journey. It is none of our ability. It is Allah who, gets things done. And we have been made instrumental in, doing this. And Allah guides us, right? So the entire glory, all the credit, everything goes to Allah, right? It's all Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. So today is 15th February, which was the deadline which we prescribed for submitting your assignments, right? So hopefully you all must have submitted or will be submitting now, and somebody wants to present it as a presentation, you can do so. Our school is ready for that, inshallah. As you all know that now today is the 74th meeting, and every day there is a parents program. 6:15 to 7. It's in fact 6:20 to 7. Then we have this coordinated meeting today. And the coming week's meeting is very important. We wish that the coordinator's principal, and also don't forget to invite your management. Somebody must be there from the management to understand the developments which are taking place and our journey towards excellence, journey towards accreditation, all these things. The management has to realize. Then Group D staff, every Friday there is a meeting. There is probably 11 o'clock, 11 to 11:40. Then we have Saturdays, the youth empowerment program. Inshallah, again on 25th, our students will be performing. And for this Saturday, somebody is ready, you can give your names. And this month's theme is, for us, it is Diniyat. So Diniyat department will be presenting the youth empowerment program. So coming to the next slide, as you all know that our intentions have to be very strong. Our intentions are very strong, and we need to seek the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And let's be punctual and have a notepad ready. Let's be serious about the assignments and complete them on time. And today is the last day. I request all the schools, those who are participating, submit their assignments in a consolidated PDF form. Then SEP coordinators have to report about the attendance, their assignments, action research, best practices, right? So now we must have realized that SEP coordinator will be a full-time job, and the other responsibilities, hence we can reduce it. Even the teaching hours of the coordinator, SEP coordinator, need to reduce. If that is not done, there will not be any focused work, right? So now coming to the accreditation coordinator appointment letter. Hopefully all these schools must have done this, and that accreditation coordinator knows his or her responsibilities, roles and responsibilities. Then we all have conducted our then SWOT analysis to understand the internal and external factors which are affecting the quality of the institution. Then we need to prioritize them and address. Then we need to review this at regular intervals. We need to understand the expectations of all our stakeholders, students, teachers, the parents, right? So again, this could be done using a Google form. We said that. Then appoint a school management committee, and its roles and responsibilities are to be defined. Then action research to be utilized as an effective tool to address the identified issues. Then we also had shown you nomination structure for school. I also requested you to frame a similar structure or an appropriate structure, organization structure, an organogram. Then also every school has got its own mission statement. So all these things must have been done by each and every member school. And if you put it as a document, if you compile it, it will be part of our accreditation manual, right? So you need not worry about the order. Later we can shift all these things as per the order. So now we just keep compiling all this information, whatever we are discussing. So you need to get all these things together and preserve it. Then when we ask, you can send this, right? So coming to the annual assignments, is almost the year is over now. Most of the schools will be busy with their final touches, that is the revisions and the annual programs. Then tomorrow we have a sports day, and we have the public exams approaching. So all these things will be will resolve. Activities will keep us busy. So this annual assignment list, you all must take a screenshot and keep it, and you'll have to complete them before the ending of this academic year. So TSDP sessions, I said we had decided that at least 2 per month and total 10. So you are supposed to submit 10 TSDP forms duly scanned, then newsletters at least 4, then QMS training sessions, that attendance is to be sent, then action research, at least you should have completed 2 projects. Then best practices to be shared, character building, themes, at least 4 themes you should have implemented. Then the reflection sessions, at least 4. Youth empowerment sessions, your school must have performed at least 2, right? So these were the assignments that we were supposed to do. And only this part we requested you to submit by today as a one single PDF copy, inshallah. You can see our school's assignments, annual assignment. If there are any rooms for improvement, I request you all to share it through chat. And if Ms. Sarla is there, you can take over from here on. And my screen share is stopped. Over to you, Ms. Sarla. Ms. Sarla, you can kindly make Ms. Sarla as co-host.
Sir, excuse me, sir. Make me as host, sir. Because Sarla's phone is not working.
Okay. K01 Noor Aisha, you can start. Ms. Noor Aisha, you can start. Later, Ms. Meena Kumari.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone, and a very good afternoon. I would like to share my reflection session, the glimpse of the SOE activities which we have conducted at our branch. May I start, sir?
Yes, please.
Yeah. So, Alhamdulillah, to begin with the character building akhlaq chart, Alhamdulillah, all the themes are, mashallah, very good for our value development. And so far in our branch, we have implemented charity, ibadah, and patriotism. Wherein in a caring theme, we have trained our students for stitching buttons. So we have conducted the activity and also we have given them the practice, like how to do the stitching. So it was one of the activity which was given for 6th standard students, and mashallah, they have learned it, how to stitch the buttons. And the next is, we had given one activity, that is washing utensils, making refreshment for their parents, so as to develop a value of caring parents. And next, there was a sharing activity. So this develops a caring nature among the students. There was one day where we kept sharing activity for the students, sharing of snacks within the classroom. And also we had a classroom level competition on the theme caring. So next is ibadah. In ibadah, we have trained our students for namaz-e-janaza. As we know, it's very important that namaz-e-janaza has to be led by any close relative, and most of the people doesn't know how to lead it. So we have trained our students for the same. This was a training session for our students to practice namaz-e-janaza. Alhamdulillah, they have practiced all the ayats, which has to be used separately for men and for the women. And next we have patriotism. For this, we had a patriotism week where we made a initiative so that the students can create awareness of Muslim leaders in freedom struggle. We had a patriotism week where students were given the chance to speak on the Muslim freedom fighters, and this was done in our assembly. And also under patriotism, we had election week where we had election, like from nominations till the result day. Each and every step was practiced very strictly. We followed each and every steps very strictly, and till the date of results. This is what to create the sense of democratic citizenship. And next we have this youth development program. So we are supposed to host at least 2 programs, but our branch GP Boys has hosted 4 programs of youth development program, wherein first session was Samir Panwala sir was a speaker, and in the second one it was Mansur Hazrat from GP branch. He was a speaker, and the other 2 sessions was hosted by our students by giving the presentation on the topic punctuality and power of youth. And we had the TSDP session. So it was conducted, and the speakers were Ishrat Fatima ma'am, and the topic was staff room politics, and one more was gratitude by Seema Athar ma'am. So coming to our best practices, we will be having this motivational talk by HM in our assembly, and also regarding any important events will be informed to students in the assembly, as well as significance of each month in Islam will be explained to the students in the beginning of every month. Alhamdulillah, we have released 2 newsletters. One was the teachers edition and one was outgoing student edition. This teacher edition was supposed to be released last month, but due to the ill health of few teachers and they were absent, they were on leave for a few days, so we could not release that. Alhamdulillah, this week we have released 2 newsletters. One is teachers edition and one is outgoing student edition. And coming to action research, Alhamdulillah, we have taken an initiative to start the action research on the topic, the effectiveness of audio visual aids in teaching learning process. And still we are doing the research. Alhamdulillah, we are hoping to complete it as soon as possible. And Jazakallah, this was our reflection session. Alhamdulillah, we are trying to complete all our assignments. Inshallah, we'll try to submit it in PDF form. Inshallah, very soon.
Okay, thank you, teacher. Jazakallah khair. So that was an excellent effort. See, in normal situations, we are only engrossed with teaching learning process and correction of notebooks and preparing our mark sheets, then conducting open days. So these are the routine tasks which keep us busy, right? Now, once we all have taken SEP, see what quantum of work has been done. And this is not an easy task. At the same time, it is not a burden also, right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward all of you for a very good performance. And now I request Imam Shafi School to present. Kindly make host Khaja Bhai. Kindly make Mrs. Meena Kumari. You are not audible, teacher.
Good afternoon, everybody. Am I audible sir now? Okay. This is Imam School. We are submitting the assignment today. That is the coordinator, for myself, and the coordinator Sarala, Registry and Marriage today. And we have this index page. In this, we are nearly having 76 pages, and we are submitting all the assignments. Okay. Teacher skill development program. Just we have completed 10 programs, and all the evidences are here. Then in between we used to show the videos also. That also we have mentioned in the TSPP program. And then we have released 4 newsletters. This year we have released 4 newsletters, and one primary newsletter is getting ready. Soon we are going to release that also. These are the newsletters, 2 in Tamil and 2 in English. And QMS training session, myself and coordinators attended the session. Next, our coordinator answered all these questions, and we had a nice time that time. Okay, next one. Action research. Action research, our teachers did. Actually, action research this time we have done very seriously. All our teachers did. Okay, we have done so many things in there. We have analyzed, we have asked the questions from teachers and students and parents also, and we have analyzed that, and we have finally we have come to the conclusion why the boys were not studying well after 5th standard. Okay, we have given lot of suggestions also to the parents as well as to the students. Now we are waiting for that. Soon we will get a best result for that. And then the best practice. Best practice is we are teaching them to have a very good handwriting, italic and cursive writing. We are teaching both, and every day morning we are having a special class for that, and we will be able to find the difference from the first day to the to now. So every day we are showing that to the students also, and check how your handwriting was in the first day and how your handwriting is today. So based on that, the students are getting more interest and they are doing that. Then Atlas chart, Atlas character building. In this character building also, we are implementing this. Some of the evidences I have attached here. Button stitching. Students are having this button stitching, and then the time management, the students, how they are managing the time, they have written and showed it to us. And then this week we are having charity, this month we are having charity. For this also we have decided to get sadaka. So on Thursday we have decided, so every Thursday the sadaka, the students have to put some money for sadaka. And that some social activities, but also our students went to the walkway in Nagarapatnam and they have cleaned that place. It is for safety. From carrying, these our primary students did very well. The carrying, okay, they are taking care of their things and in the household, and at the proper time they are coming to the school and everything they have given. Leaders of tomorrow, youth empowerment. 4 times our students are given this. English, Maths, Social, and 2 times Social. They have given this youth empowerment program also. They did it very well. and now they are having more interest in that. And then 4 times we have given the reflection. So we have given all the evidence for the assignment. Okay, this is our school assignment. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Is there anyone else ready for this reflection session? Yeah. Ms. Seema, you can start.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Seema here from Puttanpala Huda National School Girls Block. So I would like to share the PDF, just 1 minute. Is the screen visible? Sir, is the screen visible?
Yes, it is.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. So our school vision is to proclaim the greatness of Almighty till the eternity, and our mission is to nurture the leaders with the main values. So this is a few pictures of the TSTP program which we have conducted in the beginning. And as girls block and boys block both together, we have conducted the DSTP program. And as my colleague has explained in the beginning, like we had the same topic, that is staff room politics and gratitude. And about action research, actually we were conducting the sadaqah in the beginning in the boxes, but we couldn't collect much amount. So I thought an idea, if you make it digitalized, as nowadays we can see every transaction happens with the help of the phone. Nobody carries the amount in the purse or something like that. So it would be easy for everyone to do the transaction, and even 1 rupee can be given as a sadaqah. So we got that idea and created an account in a different complete name where everything will be transparent and every transaction will be with the help of no cash. It would be completely cashless transaction. And if the amount is collected, it would be paid to the needy student who is unable to pay the fees, and it would be utilized for our school itself. So we created this message and it was shared in Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp status and in the students group. Alhamdulillah, after sharing, and also we have taken out the printout and the scanner copy, and we have pasted in all the 3 buildings, so that if someone comes, the parents come, if they see, if they would like to give some sadaqah amount, whatever they wish, it can start from 1 rupee and it can go to as much they want. So Alhamdulillah, it worked out, and this is the transaction data. You can see there are few people who have done 1 rupee transaction. There are few who have done 500, 35, 40. It varies depending on the person who would like to give sadaqah. So it has become very easy. Whenever you want to travel early in the morning, no need to look for the change or no need to look for the people. You can just open Google Pay or Phone Pay and give a sadaqah. If you want to go for an exam and you're in a hurry, you can just make a give sadaqah and go for an exam. If you're traveling, in all manners, whenever you wish to give sadaqah, it's there in your hand in a digital way. This was the action research, and Alhamdulillah, we have collected nearly 15 to 20,000 rupees, and this was started in last March 2022. Next month, inshallah, it will be complete in 1 year, and it has been utilized 4 to 5 needy students till now. And cleaning activity, whatever the activities we have received, everything was conducted, but unfortunately, I could not collect the pictures as it was handled by one of our teacher who was handling science, and as she left, whatever the data I could collect, in that I have made this PPT. So this is the cleaning activity done by our girls in the Wazoo area and their respective classrooms, and it was given one time it was for 6th standard, another time it was like that, class wise it was given differently. Then these are the magazines which is prepared by our 9th standard students in a different language, Kannada, English, and Urdu. And Alhamdulillah, we have conducted few more activities as well, but unfortunately, I could not collect the pictures and post it here. but I'll try my level best to collect it and make a single PDF and share it with the respective person. Jazakallah.
Okay. Jazakumullah khairan, Nasir. We had some more people raising their hands. May I request the host to make them co-host, please? Whether Ms. Shah Jahan or Divine Rizwan Sahib is there. Make use.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Alaikum salam. Yes, please, go ahead.
Make me host, please.
So Rizwan, you can proceed.
Shall I share my screen, sir?
Yeah, yes, please, go ahead.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So first, our school vision and mission. Nurture quality leaders for community is the vision, and mission provide quality education with holistic development. These are the assignments for SEP, what I am going to show. Now, teachers skill development program. Till now, we have completed 18 PSDP. So, month-wise, we have distributed it. July, then this is August, September, October, November, this is December, January, and we have finished with 2 newsletters. So this is a newsletter, first one. This is June, July, August month newsletter. So whatever the events we have carried out in these 3 months, June, July, August, we have enclosed here in this newsletter. In the Akhlaq team and whatever book reader we have conducted here in the school. Drawing competition and this speech. Then this is what we have implemented. We have implemented how curriculum in our school. So उसके कुछ pics हैं, बच्चों की कुछ activities हैं, उसके photos हैं यहाँ पर. With competitions with it, how much they related. The last page, career guidance. This is newsletter second one. September, October, and November, 3 months again. These are the events and activities. So we have conducted Teachers' Day with the collaboration of MFERD at that time. implemented that Akhlaq theme chart courtesy. So some competitions we have done in the school, quiz, essay, and flower arrangement and time management. We have said to students to make salad chart and write something notes on procrastination, like the youth empowerment program, best out of waste. All but the dental college of students also came to our school to check the give us some awareness regarding dental care. Then we have celebrated Children's Day, annual Millet conference. Our school was was acting as a secondary center at that time. Some knowledge point is there. Who was a founder of YouTube. Specifically, actually, I want to point out why the YouTube, because in that one man is Muslim, Jawad Karim. So that's why I choose YouTube there for motivation to students that they also can do something. Humans training attendance. So one core meeting पे छोड़ के बाकी सभी attendance अलहमदुलिल्लाह है. एक्सटेंड रिसर्च में मैथ्स के ऊपर थोड़ा सा रिसर्च चल रहा है अभी भी. थोड़ा सा बीच में ब्रेक हुआ था, पर अभी इंशाल्लाह क्योंकि पूरा स्कूल के वक्त से बच्चों को अंडरस्टैंडिंग लेवल बढ़ाने के ऊपर था वो. थोड़ा सा स्टॉप हुआ है, इंशाल्लाह फिर से इसको मेकअप कर लेंगे. इसके लिए पहले वर्क टेक्स्ट लिए थे बच्चों का, इसके एनालिसिस के हिसाब से फिर बच्चों को किस तरह की टीचिंग देना चाहिए वो डिसाइड किया गया. बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेस. सो हमारे स्कूल में जनरली मैक्सिमम ऑल द टीचर्स except few they attend the everyday morning sessions or MFERD morning sessions. And second is promoting Islamic culture with nationalism. So this students are sitting there in the circle. Here only we pray namaz, Juhar Salat we pray here only in this hall, in the picture in third. So our dress is also according to Sunnah. One more thing is there. जुम्मा नमाज के लिए क्या है, हम बच्चों को पूरे को लाइन से ले जाते हैं मस्जिद तक, जो कि यहाँ से तकरीबन हाफ या 1 किलोमीटर दूर पे है, हाफ किलोमीटर बोल सकते हैं. तो यहाँ से हम पूरे बच्चों को 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 बच्चों को लाइन से ले जाते हैं, फिर नमाज पढ़ा के फिर लाइन से स्कूल को लाते हैं. These are the participants screenshot, those who are every day attending the morning sessions. And after that, we will discuss also in school. कुछ discussions ladies में सुबह होता है और gents में स्कूल के बाद होता है. 15 to 20 minutes we'll discuss what we have listened in morning session. Then this is Akhlaq chart, safety and discipline. What the students have done at that time. Hearing. Communal harmony, कुछ प्रोजेक्ट्स दिए गए थे बच्चों को. Same thing. Some speech competition was there. Drawing competition was also there. And this is courtesy. इसमें जूनियर टीचर्स का काफी अच्छा रोल लगा चाहिए. टाइम मैनेजमेंट जो कि 2 महीने का था शायद, 2 months चला वो टाइम मैनेजमेंट का, तो उसमें बच्चे बहुत परफॉर्म किया अलहमदुलिल्लाह. And reflection sessions from Divine School we have given 4. Youth empowerment program 3 completed. This is the appointment letter as a accreditation coordinator of SEP. This is organizational structure that we have made. Context of the school. This is SWOT analysis. Priority area. वहाँ पे हमको ये ध्यान देना है लाइंस को नोटिफाई करें और फिर नीड्स एंड एक्सपेक्टेशन टीचर्स पेरेंट्स स्टूडेंट्स का ऑटो ड्राइवर जो आते हैं बच्चों को छोड़ने के लिए उन सारों के नीड्स एंड एक्सपेक्टेशंस नोटिफाई करें देन मैनेजमेंट कमेटी भी बना लिए अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह और उसके बाद मैनेजमेंट कमेटी के जो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज हैं जनरल सेक्रेटरी मेंबर्स एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर एक्शन कोऑर्डिनेटर्स टीचर्स के जो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज हैं these things
Alhamdulillah. Is there any other school willing to do that? Make Ms. Shahjahan, yeah, of course you can stop sharing Mr. Rizwan. Let Ms. Shahjahan start.
I stopped, sir.
Would you like to proceed, Ms. Shahjahan, or what is the problem? You are unable to load.
Sorry, sir. Video cannot upload videos. What you have made video, I'm unable to upload the videos.
You are unable to do that, or
I'm not getting it. Actually, our HM has gone for meeting. I'm a coordinator. She told me to join this one.
take the help of someone who is available nearby, who can load. Just you need to first click the video and keep it ready, pause it, then press the share screen button and go to that particular screen. You are in laptop or phone?
So it's phone, sir.
Okay, if somebody is there to help you, kindly take their help. Otherwise, is there anyone else who would like to share? Say, Alhamdulillah, at least 5 schools attempted.
Shall I orally you can say, sir? Orally you can say?
Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Sir, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, please go ahead, madam.
Alhamdulillah. First of all, assalamu alaikum to all are present here. Actually, we have made a video. I'm little bit, I don't have that much knowledge regarding these videos and all. During pandemic, I learned something better than nothing. I'm not so much perfect in all. All my colleagues know it very well. Ma'am has given responsibility to take part in SAP. I'll tell orally, sir.
Yeah.
We have celebrated Republic Day on 15th August, Alhamdulillah. Students had a great enthusiasm about this patriotism. And also we had a Children's Day, Kannada Rajyotsava Day, Republic Day, and also we conducted children's fancy dress competition. And in our school, Alhamdulillah, daily we have talim, girls separate, boys separate. For girls, myself and some other teacher, Dina teacher, will conduct talim to inculcate moral values among the students. And also, as soon as children come to school, they have the habit of doing sadqa, charity, to please Allah Pak. Daily, whatever, 1 rupee or 2 rupee, whatever they will and wish, they do charity, Alhamdulillah. And we celebrated Kannada Rajyotsava Day. Children had a great enthusiasm about the being a Kannadiga. And government, the Karnataka Education Board had conducted a drawing competition in Lal Bagh. Among them, so many schools participated. Even we took our children in the Lal Bagh, Alhamdulillah. And we celebrated Constitution Day. Children, because to know about the importance of Constitution, how it was framed, who was the main person behind it. We are to know, make them children understand all this. And we had a cultural and sports events, competitions, cultural competitions. For example, recitations, essay competition, drawing, etc. And sports, we have conducted races and events. In that, so many children had bagged the prizes. We called one of the special personalities to distribute the prizes. And also we celebrated Urdu Day in remembrance of Allama Iqbal Rahmatullah Alayh on his birthday, that is the 9th November. And we conducted a World Tobacco Day. In that, we make our children about the awareness of the tobacco, okay, how it is harmful, both boys and girls, what is the drawback and what is the disadvantages of using tobacco. Charts were displayed and snaps were sent to the board, Alhamdulillah. And we celebrated the Republic Day on 26 Jan with a great enthusiasm. Alhamdulillah, we are working on it, inshallah. Still more to be learned, Alhamdulillah, sir. Sorry, cannot share the video.
So cute, so cute. Yeah. Which school is this?
RHN, sir. Huda RHN.
Rashad Nagar?
No, Rahmat Nagar branch.
Okay.
I handle 10th for Urdu. I'm a MA in Urdu. I'm a Urdu teacher.
Right. Okay, madam. Thank you very much. Okay. Now, is there any other school willing to do this? Any reflection session, any value addition to all these points? Ms. Alia Khan is there. Dr. Saida, would you like to add some value? 5 minutes, I can take. Sure.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. Actually, I'm traveling. I don't know whether like my connection will work or not. But the reflection which are shared by the school, Alhamdulillah, they are progressing. And like they have initiated action research in their institutions, and they are practicing like some, they have some good practices, unique for every school, apart from some common practices that every school will do. And we find some of the other, like in some schools, we find the dress codes, like the way they carry or they nurture the students to carry their dresses or uniform. And in some we find how like they practice sunnah while doing their lunch and all. So we find some of the other unique practices, like in some of the other way we find it, they are giving some message to Talim and all. In every school we find it. And these are the best practices. And related to like some other schools which still they did not initiated action research, I request them all to please kindly start it. It is a, I know it's a continuous process, but once you will take it in your hand and जैसे हम लोग बोलते हैं कि डर के आगे जीत है, so once you will start practicing, you will find it very convenient and you will find yourself elevated in terms of your like thought process, in terms of practicing your strategies and interventions for your students and for developing your own like teaching strategies and pedagogical style. You will feel the difference when you will practice it. So unless you will start it, you cannot enjoy it. Once you will start practicing action research, you are definitely going to enjoy it. And due to like my ill health since 2 to 3 months, I was like not very close to all the schools. Some of the schools to whom I was talking, most of the branches are from Buddha schools. And I think once or twice I spoke to Rizwan sir. And many times I tried many schools like Surya Jain ma'am from Dehradun school and Naunihal school and Kalanjian school, of course, Hasiba ma'am. I used to see Mujiba ma'am and many other principals and coordinators. So I request the rest of the coordinators and teachers to take an initiative, take a step, take a baby step. It may be small and it may be a like, tiny problem or it may be a like new intervention from your side that you want to like start in your school to bring a change. Then inshallah everything will fall in place when it will take an initiative. And regarding action research session, inshallah next week I will take an action research session.
Okay.
Inshallah by discussing any one case study of action research. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum.
What I suggest, Dr. Amina, next week, if you can talk something about action research and take one case and analyze it fully and how that result has come up and how it's going to help us in solving the various problems which are cropping in day-to-day teaching learning process or school administration, whatever it is. So inshallah, that will be an enlightening session, inshallah. So other schools also will come forward to do this action research. This is one. Anyway, now we are not talking something about accreditation, accreditation manual, but whatever we are doing now, it is part of the accreditation process. And whatever standards we have discussed so far, most of the schools have started implementing. And it's a continuous process, right? It is not going to yield immediately. At least it will take another 1 to 1.5 years when we come to a certain standard. But one thing what we can see here is standardization. All the schools, whoever presented, today, they had a standard presentation, like they had TSDP, they had action research, they had the best practices, newsletters, youth empowerment. So this standardization is what is intended out of these efforts, right? Inshallah, Allah bless us. And you need not to worry about the pace with which we are moving. We are, collectively we are progressing. If we are alone, you can run and you can reach the target early. But here, we are taking along everybody. So now I see that There's an Al-Noor school, Mishahina, Laskar. Then there are other schools from UP, right? So all these schools have to, come forward and start participating actively and see that they also reap the benefit of all these efforts. So if you need any support, we are always available to you. And even we have, a school adoption. You can collaborate. You can choose a peer school also. One school can help the other school. So this way we can help you. So we request you all to join us and take benefit of it. Let's travel together and see that every school becomes school of excellence. Finally, I seek Allah's blessings on all of you. Also, see that our journey becomes successful. Jazakumullah khair. Subhanallah. Subhanallah. أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله.